Today we're going to change the multi-switch on a 2002 Chrysler PT Cruiser. This is a Touring. It has fog lights, and the problem is the fog lights stay on even when the car is off, and it drains the battery. So even if I shut everything off, the fog lights stay on. And then the other day smoke was coming out of here, and it's most likely the multi-switch. So I'm going to go change it out. And just to give you an idea, this is the thing we're replacing. It's called people call it a multi-switch. Has the stock on it for headlights. And the other thing is, when I tested for parasitic draw, just the fog lights fuse was taken out, and it still had 1 amp draw, which means that there's probably draw going through this because it's shorted. So it makes sense that this is the problem. If you want to watch my other video that shows how to test for parasitic draw and then test which item in your car is shorted, you could just click up in the left corner, and I'll put a link up there, and you could check that out. It kind of works with this to the initial stages of testing everything, but now we're going to go work on this. So we're going to pop the hood, get to the battery. The first thing you're going to do is get to the battery, and on these PT Cruisers, this is right below the air filter. So there's these 2 tabs on this side, and that one there. You just pop them open, and then you can lift this, and your battery is right there. I'm also going to take off this, so you just use a flathead screwdriver and unscrew this, and then this whole piece will come off. With our air filter case off, we have reached the battery. What we're going to want to do is use an open-end wrench. This is a 10mm, and loosen the negative terminal. So we take off our negative. After this negative cable is off, you're good to go, and we're going to start taking off this shroud right here. And how you do that is you go underneath, and you see this and this. You get a long Phillips head screwdriver, and you feel in there, and you unscrew the 2 screws that are in here. And then we'll take this off. Feel around in there until it kind of clicks in. There you go. And then just unscrew them. First screw right there. Second screw. Take the lid off. So it looks like it does snap in. This just probably unloosened when I was messing around with it before. So you might have to get a screwdriver and just pry it a little bit so you don't break your snaps. Now we're going to go take off these 2 Torx or star bits on the top. And then the other one's right next to it. So now that we got that and that Torx bolt out, we want to disconnect this, because this is free now. We want to disconnect the electronics that are back here, and then we can take this whole system out. So that pulls right out. It's pretty easy. So what you want to do is pull that back before you pull it out, so that undoes the clip. So you just pop it out like that, and then this pulls right out. I'm going to do the same for this one. So if you're having trouble prying this apart, just push in this gray piece, like push it inwards. Just like that. So now we have the old one that is most likely shorted. We have our old multi-switch, and we have our new one. And you can see it's missing the windshield wiper stock, and it's simple. You just, these 2 right here, these 2 Torx bolts, come right out. So you just use your Torx wrench and unscrew these. And this should come right out, just like that. So then, just slides right in. These holes line up. So now we'll flip it over, and you notice that there's this relay right here that needs to go onto the new multi-switch. This you could just try to pull straight out. Keep it in the same orientation, don't change the orientation. And it fits right in, just like that. So that's everything you need to take off and switch. Very simple. Let's put it back in and install it. First thing we're going to do is connect the electronics connectors. So you just slide it in and then click that little red thing that I was showing you before. Slide it in and click that little red thing. Now that the connectors are on there, the electrical connectors, want to line up these holes and push this down into it. We're going to screw these in. So these two back sides click in like that, and then we put these screws back in these two holes. Okay. Now that your gap looks good, it's not loose or anything, let's go put the battery terminal back on and see how she works. Take the negative, nice and clean, slide it back on. Good, that's not coming off. Let's get the intake filter box back on. Now we're gonna go test everything out and see if the headlights work, turn signals work, fog lights work, and running lights work. Looks like everything works, so that was a job well done. You just saved yourself a couple $100. And subscribe, like, and comment. If you want to see more videos, definitely subscribe. I do a lot of how-to videos just like this. Comment if you have any cool tips that you saw while I was doing, like I didn't do. People always comment some neat things that I never thought of including, and then I throw it in the annotations. And like the video. The more likes I get, the more widespread the video gets and helps other people. And it also helps me get some views and gets my video out there. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.